I've seen a kind of joyousness among Northumbrian people today at this festival. The miners' picnic, but it is a festival of their life, of their ancestors, of their life now, and of course of generations to come. And you see all the children. I see all the children, young people running around here. That is, it just reminds me so much of my own mob, Aboriginal people in general. There are festivals and celebrations celebrating Aboriginal people, and the same thing, history, our ancestors, current life, and all of our generations. And for all the terrible things that may have happened throughout history, right up to now, and maybe still happening with governments and so on, it's like there is just a natural acceptance, which must happen, of expressing joyousness in life itself. There has to be, because there's always hope. And I just see that in the singing, people's appreciation of what's going on here. The bands. I particularly, just personally, I love the brass band sound. I haven't heard it for many years, since I was a child. When they were popular all over the place. Brass bands. But I could see happiness and connection and culture going on, and sort of it's a living thing. It's like an engine. It's like an engine of life. It's just wonderful.
So would you say that this kind of nails down the similarities again between the two cultures?
For myself, yes, I would say that's one of the key similarities between us. I know we're vastly different in all kinds of ways. Our general value system, general history, of course, and so on. And our old mob, have always had festivals and corroboree, which is a celebration of life, really, in all kinds of aspects of it. And this is a living culture too, and I don't know, it's just wonderfully, it's creative, it's happy, it's connection, it's relationship, it's relationality. A lot of people here, I observe that they're familiar, and so I'm imagining and guessing that they all know each other, but perhaps not everybody. But there is a familiarity here, and a happiness in being Northumbrian, really, and living in their home, living in their own homeland, which they own, regardless of what legalities say, and regardless of what history says, too, regardless of the dominating powers say. This is Northumbrian people's land, and they're happy in their land, and they own this land. They're owners and runners of country. I think it's like the presence of families, of old people, young people, children running around. That's very, very similar. Absolutely the same for Murri people. Old people, young people, children running around, women singing in the choir. The strength. They might. I mean, I'm guessing here, but they might not think of it. They might not think of it as strengths, but I see those things as great strengths, where it's inclusive. It's family oriented, of course, but it's a whole lot of people here. Probably not one of them have been untouched by the history of this actual area, and of course this place, this mine. I'm assuming, and they're here and they're laughing and enjoying music, on top of unhappiness, and that's fantastic. That's continuity of values, but just simply continuity of life itself, Oh, look, I think it gives hope for the future. I mean, there's a whole lot of other factors that also do give hope for the future. Basic stuff, better incomes, good housing, better housing, and so on and so on. But the expression of this is what gives not only hope, but like heart. an expression is so important, you know. It's not just like, here's a good house now I'm happy and you're happy, you've got a good house, and so on and so on. But this is like an expression in all of its variety, of course. There's singing and so on. There's a whole lot of things going on here. But all of that connects up people. You know, I just feel like it's so much more than hope. Hope is a big thing, of course. It's one of the main things. But it gives people, like, it's a future thing. But above all, for me, and I suppose this is the Aboriginal part of it, for me it gives continuity. It's like a huge agreement that there is continuity in life, you know. So their ancestors here, their people themselves here, their elders are here, you know. So you better not put this on. I'm going to watch this before you put it out.
It's interesting that it's giving you such an emotional...
It is.
Well, I've got 2 words out of it.
We're more alike than we imagine. Than we've ever imagined, really.
And do you think one of the things that's strong in Aboriginal culture is identity?
Oh God, yes. It's the big thing.
This seems
Identity, and especially identity, not just personal identity, but identity with land, see? And that's what I see an expression of here. That is ongoing. That's the continuity or expression of identity, and expression of identity with land, and all the things that have gone on here.